professional, man. But I don't like the Khabib guy, by the way.
Yeah, that was an excellent point. That was very childish of him and everything.
We should play it. We can take it outside.
That would kind of piss me off. I mean, if somebody would do that to somebody I'm really close to. But then again, I want to approach him in that situation. For professional, I approach him in the cage.
Right.
I think he's just a spoiled brat, man.
It would have turned into an episode of Bloodsport real fast. Face.
I really don't know, man. I can't answer that. I don't know if he's on something or if it's just, you know, who knows? It's just part of the fight game, man.
And another question, everyone's talking about Floyd Mayweather may go into the UFC. Do you think that's just a publicity stunt, or is he really serious?
No, man. He knows what he's doing. What he's going to do is going to set rules. And it's going to be a boxing match with MMA gloves. That's what's going to happen, dude. And he might do well if it comes to that point. But if it goes straight to an MMA match, he has no way chance, brother.
Man.
No way in hell is he going to have a chance. No way in hell.
Hey, the only way I'm watching.
He gets it for a whole year, and he's going to learn how to kick in a year? No. Especially with a professional. The thing, if he fights a professional that's on the UFC, no way in hell does he have a chance. He might have a puncher's chance, but he's going to get taken down right away and just get pounded on or kicked all day, dude. Or even just get knocked out. Those gloves are no nice, man. They're painful, man.
The only way I'm watching, honestly, is if it's no rules and it's just regular UFC.
Tommy, what's his last name, man? He ended up passing away, man.
Oh, Tommy Morrison. Tommy Morrison. Hey, the greatest knockout I ever seen was Tommy Morrison getting knocked out by, what was that guy? I just watched it on videotape. I got videotape, you guys. And I got all these fights. Tommy Morrison, you don't remember that when Tommy Morrison, when he got knocked out by Mercer? This is Ray Mercer.
Yeah, dude, Ray Mercer. But I got to see him fight in Arizona in MMA, man. I was kicked out, man. I was right there. He didn't want to come out of his van. He was in a van, he was smoking something, and he didn't want to come out, and he wanted to change the rules. He was fighting some other dude in MMA, and they changed the rules right away. So he stalled the match, and then he ended to a boxing match. He ended up winning, but I was right behind him, man, and I got to get his autograph and stuff like that, man.
Oh, that's real cool. That's really dope.
Did you fight a lot in school?
a lot of Saturday night parties. I don't think that's appropriate for this radio station.
Wow, that's pretty dope.
Car Canyon, the mansion, remember?
It was all insecurity, man. That's what it was. Once I did, I grew up and actually much more. It honestly, they taught me that I wasn't that.
Right.
So it humbles you, man. And there's always guys that, it's the way. But it's about honor, respect, and it keeps me busy, and it's a friendship, man, that I've developed there.
Right.
All right,
man.
So when is your next fight?
And I don't know, man. I want to do one right away again. I'm about to go on vacation, so I'm going to chill a little bit. But I would like to do another one soon. If school would slow down, I would do an MMA fight again. I would totally get into it again. But jiu-jitsu is right now. I'm aiming for a goal and getting a purple belt. So that's my number one goal right now, and learn a lot more from the guys I'm training with right now.
Oh man, thanks. Hey, thank you so much for calling in. You're at work, so I know you gotta, go back to work. So. And give you this little applause here for that gold medal and that bronze, man. Appreciate you for calling in. All right? Oh, yeah, man. Hey, like I said, you always welcome to come into the show, man. Just come down and show you.
Who do you want your Giants to take, man? Who do you want your Giants to take?
He's not a Giants fan.
Oh, you're not a Giants fan.
He's a Cowgirls fan.
Ah, that's even worse. Okay, bye, man. It's been real. Hang up the phone. We don't like Cowgirl fans here.
I'm good right now as well, man. So I think they're just making bad moves all in all. And their action, there's no structure there, man. That coach needs to kick rocks.
Hey, I just want to say one thing for you before we.
Your coach is the owner.
Hey, before we go, I want to say one thing for you. R.I.P. Des Bryant.
R.I.P. Cowboys.
All right. All right.
I think they might be better off.
All right. Thanks. Appreciate you calling in, Gabe.
Be a Raiders fan, Gabe. We're going to part you with great words. Be a Raider fan.
All right. Thanks for calling in. Appreciate you. All right. That was Gabe Rosa, friend of the show.
What up, Gabe?
Jiu-Jitsu fighter. Appreciate you for calling in. And you know what?
Leangelo Ball.
The last time he called, he had some interesting things about, fighting and what he does to get ready, and it's like really, really intense. And I like his take on what's going on in UFC. Now we got to come back. We got to go to commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the Conor McGregor. We're going to talk about Floyd Mayweather going to UFC possibly. And like I said, Gabe made a great point. That was very childish of him. Maybe he was drunk. Maybe he was on something. We never know. I'm wondering, was it a stunt? Was it a Dana White stunt?
Basically.
And we're going to talk about
ding,
that.
ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that when we come back. The second hour is coming on right now. Mark My Word Sports Show.
What time we going to do my mock draft? Be back, you guys. What's up, Lean and Lean? Thanks for watching.
Hey, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you, Gabe, for calling in. All right. Anybody else want to call in? 602-354-8823. All right. Nakenya, if you want to call in, 602-354-8823. What's up, Jerome? Thanks for watching. Let everybody know about Mark My Word's first anniversary party. That's going to be at the break room on April 26th. Draft party, the first day of the NFL draft. All right. Thanks for the thumbs and them hearts. All right. Come down to the break room at 7 o'clock. We're going to start live.
I read that.
All right. We're going to have the whole first round of the NFL draft going on, all right? Appreciate you. Bring your NFL jerseys. Who's your favorite NFL team? We're going to have a huge thing going on, all right?
And it's pre-diabetes awareness.
All right, Tina. Appreciate y'all for commenting. Appreciate y'all for watching. Mark my words, keep it 1 million.
Broadcasting from the campus of the Phoenix Center for the Arts. This is RadioPhoenix.org Phoenix.
Next on Mark My Word Sports Show, the second hour is upon us, and we have a lot of things going on in baseball, where the first week has been quite a good week,
Jerome?
but not for the Yankees, and a couple of big
What's
roles
going on?
So we'll let you know what's going on.
How y'all doing today?
In the baseball world.
Oh, man,
Also,
hair looking wild. Hair
we got a
coming
couple
all
things
down,
going
looking
on
crazy
in the
on the
NFL
air.
draft.
It's crazy.
Kenny has his
Who's
mock
Tina
draft,
Sucker? Do you know
and
her?
also
Tina Sucker?
we have Kenny's 5 things, which have a special look on the Meek Mill situation, and what does that have to do with Robert Kraft, the owner of the New England Patriots. And as usual, we have the name
People
game,
don't know. I don't know. That's great.
Mark My Word Sports Show, coming back with that second hour next on RadioPhoenix.org.
When new people watching, when new people listening, people you don't even know.
Programs on Radio Phoenix are supported financially by the Womack Cocktail Lounge, 7th Street, South Bethany home. The Womack provides a walk back in time with dining, dancing, eclectic live music, and vintage playlists. Open 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. daily. Find the Womack on Facebook, Instagram, and thewomack.us.
Everybody go now.
Hey there, I am Lady T, lover of all things R&B. Join me on this journey to bring R&B back to the forefront. Tune into my show called Don't Disturb This Groove, where I will play the past, the present, and the future of R&B music. Airing every first and third Saturday of each month from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. on RadioPhoenix.org. Let's get back to R&B.
find it over there also.
And one thing we're going to talk about,
Trying to look for that right
New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft went to go see Meek Mill in prison not too long, a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And I just seen he may be coming out this Monday when he gets his hearing. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about everything there is to know about what's going on in this, wrongful incarceration, this injustice that's going on. So call in with your opinion, 602-354-8823. Let us know what's up. I got to turn this song down, but this is a Meek Mill song, YBA. Great song. Google it.
Is he still in jail?
He may get out Monday.
Meek Mill.
Never answer when you call, but answer for the business. Got you thinking twice. Damn, I should have been a witness. It's none of my business. Just telling my story. All guts, no glory. Been going on before me. Was slaves in the 40s. Still slaves in the present. No choice for Christmas. Ain't get us no presents. Only made us evil. Made us hungry. Made us desperate. Youngin' in the 9th grade. He got a Smith & Wesson. Going with the goons. Now they need protection. He dropped out of school. Then he got arrested. Lord, what a blessing. I just hope he learned his lesson. They told us if we go to jail, we would be respected. They told us if we make a sale, we will run a check-in. The one I got in that field, he got intercepted. He still moved me from. Them niggas just rumble. They told you to hustle. Them niggas don't love you. Young black American. Living like the fair skin. Fall to the paradigm. Hide on the Maryland. The prophecies of the wild. No church. Uncle said stop bitching it. No skirts. It's kind of
Hey.
Did you edit this?
I missed that one.
You missed it.
I missed the grip of one.
I was cussing tonight.
I just in there. He ain't saying nothing.
Right.
Hey, y'all. You gotta call in 602-354-8823. Okay, we can start with the MMA. Let's go start it with that. There should be way over.
I don't think we're going to get everything in. I might have to leave off some MLB.
Oh, you guys getting started with?
We start with NBA, NCAA.
My Word Sports Show coming back for the second hour.
What's up?
All right.
That's how I'm going to start coming in.
And
our director said we got to find a catchphrase. So mine's just going to be, what up, y'all?
Right.
What up, though?
And well, let's keep it going with this. MMA. What happened with Conor McGregor, and he's out on bond right now. Probably has to stay in the country until his next hearing and all that. So what did you think about what happened, Kenny?
Wait, say it again now.
What do you think about what happened with Conor McGregor?
Hey, man, Conor McGregor's dope. He went out there, man. Anybody that could pick up a dolly and throw it to a school bus window.
Strong as heck.
That's dope.
I was trying to
do that. Wait, what kind of dolly was it, though? That's what I got.
It was a big metal dolly.
I was impressed with the strength of that, too. Right. I didn't figure that was a dolly. I was like,
the ones you see.
Was it a reefer dolly? Because that makes a difference.
You see in U-Haul, the big dollies you have in U-Haul.
It's a reefer dolly.
It's a big one. Yeah.
He threw one of those. Oh, he's dope. That's my new hero. I'm gonna start throwing reefer. I'm gonna go buy a reefer dolly just to start throwing it around. It's probably a great exercise.
Hey, well, here's what Dana White had to say about the situation.
Get him, Dana.
What is the next step with Conor? I know that this is fresh and that it's still developing, but it's sitting here today. I mean, what is the near future for your relationship with Conor, do you think?
Conor and I talked yesterday, and I think with Conor and I, there's obviously a lot of mutual respect, and I get criticized publicly for how much I like Conor. So I don't know. He's got bigger problems right now than fighting. He's going to have a lot of legal stuff going on. Once he gets through his legal mess that he's got going on, we'll figure out, if and what's next.
Do you feel any difference sitting here 48 hours after the incident happened? Because when it happened, obviously very upset. Any different feelings compared to then?
Well, it's hard to explain to people who've never been through it. We had an event this week, and I had a lot of problems going on with this event. You have to get the event done. You have to focus on the event. Now when I go home, I can focus on the Conor McGregor stuff.
Yeah, and I kind of get where he's kind of like speaking from there as the CEO of a business. This really harms the UFC because Dana White has really no choice but to maybe suspend Conor indefinitely from the UFC. Like he might not ever fight a fight again because of this.
I would say a bigger issue because he injured 3 fighters and three of those fights had to be canceled. On the legal situation side of the game, those fighters are probably going to sue Conor. They're really going to seek legal action, and he's not going to get just money out of his pockets from the state of New York. It's going to be from some of the fighters as well.
Yeah, that's what that was going to be to my second point, because Conor literally ruined the UFC 223.
And you know what? UFC may go after Conor as well.
And it cost him a lot, too. And, like, Conor was just responding, like, trying to help his boy out, but he took it to an extreme.
Yeah.
Like, just went absolutely, hard to crazy.
But he went 30 deep, though.
Yeah,
they did it straight Compton style.
It was crazy, yeah. They was chasing.
I loved it.
They was really, literally chasing the bus after he threw it, and then, the bus pulls off. They're chasing the bus. It's like, but what my friend Gabe had said, though, was perfect. He understand the streets. Just like, we do. Understand the streets. You come at my boy, I'm going to go at your boy. But
30 deep, though.
Yeah, but
all the way from Ireland to wherever they was. That's a long time of being mad.
Here's the thing. They was all there. They called him, and he flew from Ireland.
Yeah, and he showed up, and he showed them up. They were like, where's Conor? And, like, come flying halfway across the world to be there at your ass,
That's almost like, what's the basketball player that drove from Sacramento to LA to go fight?
Yeah.
Matt Barnes.
Yes. Imagine being mad for 5 hours. By the time I got there, I'd be like, man, where's the nearest McDonald's, man? I'm hungry.
Tired.
Yeah, right. Can you imagine him on that airplane? Was there any type of clue? Like, with his
Atlantic flight.
Like, with his crew, like, hey, is there something, is this guy good? Like, is there something, is this guy chilling? You know what I mean?
He knows who this guy is, and him, and that guy, and his crew.
No, I'm talking about his crew watching Conor on the flight, Is there any...
They just on the phone with him the whole time, man. You stay mad now.
Right, exactly. Now...
You need a new crew.
My friend Gabe did make a great point, is that was so childish, because now the ramifications and the consequences come after what he did. He may lose millions and millions of dollars.
Millions, yeah.
And the only thing that probably can save him is this guy here.
Come back? Yes, but if I do come back, it has to be in the octagon.
So will you come back?
No.
As an MMA star or an MMA attempt, and will it be with UFC?
I spoke with my team. I spoke with Al Heyman. Al Heyman says no, but I spoke with Showtime, I spoke with CBS. If we can get together with Dana White and the UFC to make a mega fight happen, one fight, it could be against Conor McGregor, we don't know. But we could do a multi-fight deal. Conor McGregor has other things to deal with. Me, myself, I can do whatever I want to, when I want to, and how I want to.
At what weight would you fight if you were to fight MMA?
If I come back to the, when I do go to the octagon, I look forward to going to probably around 145, if that's a weight class. I think around 145.
Dude, it's not going to happen. That's like this is not a story.
Now let me go to this live read, and then I'm gonna go to my music break, and then on the other side we're gonna talk about this. And it seems like I think this may so we'll go to break and come right back. All right. Underwriting for Radio Phoenix, provided in part by Tom Batson, CFP, on behalf of certified financial planning professionals. Professional financial advice for major life events and for reaching financial goals at wellsfargoadvisors.com/tom.batson. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, membership SIPC. We'll be back right after this at Mark My Word Sports Show.
Yeah, move on. No more Conor Gary. We gotta get this damn game to get closed up.
Is it really? My mic. Does it really have you go to a music break right after your live read? Does it really make you go to a music break right after your live read? That's weird.
We gotta play like 6 songs. Get that box gonna be a radio show. Every little thing you do.
You only have to play 2 minutes of it though.
Right.
If I had my way, baby, I'd tie you up for a while. I'd give you the business.
What's next?
One by one.
I'm gonna do my mock draft.
I just like having fun.
We're gonna talk it up.
Yeah,
I really wanted to do an NBA and just want to say it more like choosing teams to use than over the Suns.
Oh, the Suns gave him a job, offered him a job?
Yeah, he said no, he's thinking
Would
TCU.
you take the Suns job? Right.
Also, he has a good deal at TCU, dude. He's the king of that place.
Who's that?
Dan Marley.
Yeah.
I guess the Suns offered him the job.
So
And
now
he
he
said no.
wanted the job years ago, and they said no. That's their fault.
That's right here.
They wanted that job years
I-
ago.
What?
He was his sister.
I knew he didn't want the job, too. I could have broke that story. I'm like, that's not a freaking story, dude.
Yeah, he didn't want it. I would take that job. The Suns?
The reason he went to GCU was the Suns told him no years ago. And everyone said that was a bad move when the Suns did that. They could have had him. He could have still been the
Dan's
Suns
so
coach.
cool. I love Dan.
Yeah, he's a cool cat.
Thank y'all for watching the show. He's gonna call in 602-354-8823. We're gonna talk NFL draft right now, and need y'all to come to the year anniversary. All right, April 26th at the Break Room. All right, 48th Street in McDowell, 7 o'clock. Draft party.
This dude,
Now I need to be there.
Tiny is off the chain, bro. He just drilled a bases clearing triple.
Who?
Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, you throwing basketball?
That's the
The two-way player.
yeah. Angels.
Yeah, it's good that NFL like screwed Floyd Mayweather, dude. If you're going to show, I'm not going to tell you guys to run it, but...
You said what now?
I said, you guys are going to talk about Floyd Mayweather?
Oh, no, we're done. I don't want to talk about that guy anymore, man. He's losing. He's making money TMZ style now.
Yeah, he's not going to do anything. Do you get punched?
He's going to get his ass kicked if he goes to the... I would like to see... I would actually put money on that fight, to see him get his ass beat. That would be dope.
You have to put up some money to make money, though.
Especially if it was like... No, I'm talking about actually ordering the UFC fight, because I don't order that fight.
Let's come on right now.
Yeah. Uh-oh, wait up. I'm in the past, y'all. Sorry. That song's over 30 years old.
Mark my word, sports show is back.
Single guys, clap your hands.
That's Cameo with Single Life. Shout out TJ. Remember the homeboy TJ?
Oh, yeah.
I put it on.
Oh, yeah. T. Jayla. What's happening, T. Jayla?
All right. And
let's get right
we're
to
gonna
it.
go to Kenny's mock draft.
That's going to make a couple of y'all mad, but I don't care because it's his King's mock draft. Anyway, starting at number 1, we got the Cleveland Browns taking Josh Rosen, number 1.
What? Really?
We got Josh Allen going to the Giants, y'all. We got Sam Darnold going to the Jets. I got Saquon Barkley going to Cleveland. We got Baker Mayfield to Denver. Naptown get Bradley Chubb. What up, Naptown? Then we got Darwin James from Florida State to Tampa Bay. Quentin Nelson to the Chicago Bears because they need somebody to block for Mitch Trubisky. I'm just going to upset his name. Anyway, we got Michael Fitzpatrick to the 49ers, man, with the 9th pick. And that's number 10. Drum roll.
Okay.
The Oakland Raiders select Vita Bay from Washington, defensive tackle. Super Bowl. All right, you cut the music, man.
What about Cardinals at 15, man? What do the Cardinals do?
So just try to survive, man. Just try to survive. You know what I mean? The window's shutting.
First of all,
it's already shut.
Pull the nails out.
For the Raiders pick.
One, I don't think Josh Rosen goes number 1.
Did you hear that?
Huh?
I said for the Raiders pick.
Vita Bay. Oh man! If the Raiders get him and put him on the line, you'll see who.
I love Bay. I like Vita Bay. I like Vita Bay.
If they put him with Khalil Mack and Bruce Irvin,
okay. Rosen pick though, no evidence for it. Brown trying to take it.
You know why I think they're gonna take Josh Rosen? Because they're not saying anything. Nobody. Miami didn't. When Miami picked Dan Marino, they totally smoke screened it. They put out bad things about Marino and then took him.
Well, one
the rest
thing,
is history.
Like your ex-Cardinals coach said, this is the lying season.
Yeah.
Everyone lies. He said people lie so much he ended up turning around and telling the truth about what he was doing because he knew all the other teams were thinking he was lying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this is the lying season. Now, there's something I did see when you said Saquon Barkley to Cleveland. I seen today he was a picture in the barbershop with the New York Giants sweater on. So I'm not saying that he maybe he wants to be a Giant.
He's from Brooklyn.
Yeah, he is.
Oh no, Queens. He's from Queens.
He's from the New York area.
So he might be a Giants fan, you know what I mean?
He's obviously a Giants fan, but
you can play for other teams and be fans of other teams.
Yeah, is he projecting that's the team he wants to, or is he projecting
that's
maybe they've spoken? I mean, he's.
I'm pretty sure all of them have spoken.
Well, they've spoken with him.
All of them spoke to him already. You know what I mean?
I mean, spoken to him like, when we call you, we're going to call you. When we call, it's going to be you. That's
now, what do you think about Josh Allen to the Giants?
I would say Sam Darnold would be a better pick.
I'm going to tell you why.
One where everyone's really looking at who's going to go to the Giants because
Josh Allen has the most potential to be a bust, right? But he has a big arm. Now, look at this. He could sit behind Eli Manning for 3 seasons and learn from a professional how to be a pro.
Yeah.
That dude could be dangerous.
Yeah, and that's what basically what Mel Kiper Jr. was saying about the most of this whole top 5 draft. He's saying all these quarterbacks should be the quarterbacks that should sit, not these quarterbacks that are going to come right in and on week 1.
Well, no, because Josh Rosen can sling the football from week 1.
Rosen
He's got the most arm talent in the draft.
Well, not arm talent, but
what I'm saying is,
Allen has probably the best arm.
Is he all the way NFL ready?
Mentally, no.
That's what I'm saying. Mentally, I don't think.
Mentally, no. But he has
Rosen, right now, he has the best arm.
He has the best arm talent. I'm talking about making all the NFL.
Today, he has the best arm right now. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm talking about ceiling, though. If we're talking about ceiling, we're going out.
Wouldn't it be better for him to sit?
He has more potential to be a bust.
But no, but the highest ceiling, though. He has the lowest floor, but highest ceiling.
What I'm saying about Josh Rosen, wouldn't it be better for him to sit?
No,
for at least one season.
Rosen can play right now.
If he goes to Cleveland, he is going to sit behind Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, you just paid Tyrod Taylor big money. You just paid Tyrod Taylor big money.
I think Rosen starts week 1. If he goes to the Jets, I think he starts week 1 with the Cardinals. If he goes to the Browns, I think he starts.
Do you want him to start week 1? Well, he ain't going to the
He's
Cardinals.
not going that far now.
No. Oh, they trade up. They trade up.
Oh, they would have to. Oh man. If they ruin that boy's life like that,
I don't think they have any chips.
They need to first work on getting the offensive line.
Well, there's been rumors Rosen's going to go down.
I've been hearing that too.
As far as if there's a quarterback that's going to drop, it's going to be Rosen.
Well, your boy,
7.
What he said, you
have him at number 1.
His ex-coach Moore, what he said did mess up. They said mess up his draft stock. You know, so that's one of the reasons why he would.
But Moore just told the truth. The millennials.
I don't have anything problem with Morris. I didn't bash him either.
Millennial, right?
Like I said,
I am technically a millennial. Yeah.
The millennials just want to know why. Once you tell them why, they're cool.
Yeah, but like I said, Right
That's
now,
what he said. It
right
makes
now,
sense. He explained
in
it.
the NFL off-season.
Well, yeah,
right now,
because well, it's just the way the news cycle works now. Everything has to be a story. Everything's over dramatized. He was just telling how it is, and it's like, and that's why like media kind of sucks now, because you can't, when you have someone on, you can't tell how it is, because you'll get a Fox reaction for it. People are Fox.
Hashtag me too. Everybody just started hashtag me too movement.
Well,
or hash brown me too. That's right, hash brown.
I'm gonna go to commercial break. We gotta pay these bills. On the other side, we'll talk a little bit more, and then we're gonna get to your 5 things. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. We're going to come right back.
Name gang. I'm the champ, y'all. He can't stop me.
What's your 5 things?
On Radio Phoenix,
What's your
are
5 things
supported
about?
financially
Oh,
by
this
the
week
Womack
just beat me.
Cocktail
That's
Lounge.
it.
Phoenix, Arizona,
The
2nd
rapper?
Street,
Oh,
south
yeah, I
of
know
Bethany
Meek.
Home.
Yeah.
The
Right,
Womack
no,
provides
right,
walk
yeah.
I was like, I couldn't.
dining, dancing, eclectic.
I didn't do a 5 things.
That's like you want
Open
to
4
do
p.m.
No,
to
this
3
is
a.m.
the
daily.
game. We always
Find
did
the
the show with
Womack
5
on
things.
Facebook,
I was
Instagram,
No.
and the
Well, we got it. You said you wanted to
Womack.us.
switch it up. That's what I was saying.
Well, no,
All right now.
we in the game. Oh yeah, hi. We in the game with the name game. In the show with the name game, and then like, I mean not the name game, but with the 5 things. I said we just want to roll into Meek Mill like say about like 15.
Musical
Mike's not
Instrument
hot,
Museum,
right?
No.
the world's
Yeah,
only
our
global
liberal
musical
audience probably
instrument
really
museum.
loved you making
And the
this
MIM
too.
Music Theater at Tatum and Mayo Boulevards in Phoenix. MIM.org.
What, the millennial thing?
I make fun of the millennials every week.
No, the Me Too. No, the Me Too thing.
That's every
Hash brown me too.
Yeah, I said our liberal audience.
I open the
love
We
that.
do
window
that
and
all the
stay
time.
alert.
All the time.
Probably okay. I just popped some gum in my mouth.
All the
Step
time.
out of the car, please.
I probably made
Getting
a
the workout
mistake.
in the studio.
Probably okay
Huh?
isn't okay when it comes to drinking and
I've
driving.
got
If
it
you see a
wrong.
warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend. Buzz
Gotta
driving
get
is
these
drunk
orders right, you
driving.
know, make
A message
people
brought to you by
watch, you
NHTSA
know
and the
what I'm
Ad
saying?
Council.
Hey man, we got female
Hi,
viewers
this is
that tune
Seatbelt and
in.
aka The Alchemist.
That's the
Madeline K.
I told my wife though, I got
Join
that
us for our
sex
show,
sales.
The Emoji Show,
The emoji
every
show.
Saturday from 10 p.m. to midnight,
The emoji show.
right here on Radio Phoenix.
Oh, you got the iPad,
Start with the
dude.
name
You
game.
got the
Serious
iPad.
topics from time to time, and
Oh,
sometimes
that's
lighthearted
terrible,
topics.
bro.
We're gonna start
But
with the name
always
game.
we'll have an eclectic
name
form
game.
of music
Oh man,
So
we
join
got
us here
segments.
on The Emoji Show every Saturday from 10 p.m. to midnight.
I gotta
Right here on
guess.
Radio Phoenix, where the valley comes to talk and sing.
He gives me 5 names, and I gotta guess that they have a good game or bad game. We're back. You want to be an honorary player?
Yeah, sure, we'll get it.
All right. We got an honorary player on the name game this
The
week,
name
you guys.
Everyone knows the name.
Hold on. You know I got to get my pencil out and write down my thing. You be cheating. Is Austin mic up?
Yeah. Who's up? Who's
No.
ready?
You ready, Austin?
Yeah,
Ready?
well, how we play?
Oh, man. Okay, look.
Okay.
Explain it to him.
I have 5 names. I'm only going to tell you the last name. And this is all throughout the sports world. And you're going to tell me, did they have a good game
You got to put your phone
or
down.
a bad game?
Yeah,
Okay.
you rather quick on that thing. I seen you
Yeah,
work
yeah,
that thing.
exactly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a good game. Cheating like a mug. Cheating like a mug.
Okay. So,
So, good or bad? You have 2 answers here.
yeah, have a good game or bad game.
You hear ding, ding, ding if you're right, and you hear if you're wrong. All right.
It's going to be an ant, this first one.
Not me.
Gulich.
Gulich. Let's see, that sounds like a
Bad.
guacamole dip.
I'll say bad.
I'm going to say bad, because it sounds like a guacamole. He woke up and he was mad, you guys, but he woke up. Beat my mama butt, you didn't eat.
I thought you were going to give us a little bit more context here. Damn.
Gulich. No. You get just the name.
Just the name.
He's a
Just
soccer
name it
player,
all.
I bet you. That's where he gets me with the soccer players.
This is a special one. Not a good game or a
Come
bad
on,
game.
hit me with the ding, ding, ding. Let's get through this, man.
I messed up.
No, what's the stat line, man?
This is a huge. I played y'all in this first one.
What's the stat line?
Marie Gulich is the 11th pick of the WNBA draft. 6'5" out of Oregon State to the Phoenix Mercury. That's why I put her on there.
I don't even. That's so terrible, man.
I said names from any part of the sports world.
All right, man. What's the next one, man?
Remember, we just
Cheating.
talked about the WNBA draft.
I I don't watch the WNBA.
No one does. When I seen I just want to see who picked from the Phoenix Mercury. Remember, they got 2 championships, so, you know, most championships in Phoenix history.
Hold it down for Phoenix. The girls.
Naboklin.
Oh, my Lord.
Naboklin.
What's his first name?
Okay, I'll give you the first
Hopefully his first name is better.
Kirill.
Kirill Naboklin.
Yeah, Kirill. I'll give you the first name on this one.
Beat my mama. But if she named me Kirill, first of all,
then have a good
and then have the nerve to have the last name Naboklin, I would change my name all over. Boy, he had a bad name. That name. It sounded like a bad toothpaste.
Bad game or good game?
That bad name, bad game, toothpaste. What's the stat line? You gotta give me the stat line. You be cheating, I'm telling you.
He played for
soccer.
CSKA Moscow, and he got a goal in the 50th minute.
I don't even know what the heck that is. We gotta set some more parameters on this thing.
He lost to Arsenal. They lost to Arsenal on a 2-2 tie.
How do you lose and you tie?
I don't know. It's points.
That's why I don't watch soccer. See for breathe. Another reason why I don't watch soccer. Right there. The Neil 50th minute. Like 50 minutes, man. What the?
Next one, Gorday.
Gorday. That's dope. Gorday. That sounds like all day or obey, the seasoning. So yeah, he had a good game.
And hold on.
Now, you ain't giving me the stat lines though, so I can argue my point because you know you.
No, remember, I can't give you nothing. I just give you the name.
But you got to give me the stat line after I get it right.
You got that one right. Yanni Gorday.
Yanni Gorday.
Tampa Bay Lightning. He scored a goal, and they was winning at the time 3-1. So let me double check here because that was a live game. Okay. Let's see here. And they won 5-2, beating the New Jersey Devils. And that's in the first round of the NHL playoffs. And Tampa Bay leads that series 1-0. So the fourth one is Lemieux.
Lemieux. Hey, Mario Lemieux.
No, he's not even in the league anymore.
I know it just sounded dope to say it. Anyway, right. He had a good game, man, Lemieux. Just on the win one for the Gipper status. Right.
DJ Lemieux. Second baseman,
Colorado I know who that is. Yeah.
4 at-bats, 2 runs, 3 hits, and 4 RBIs.
Was he out there fighting?
We didn't even get to talk about that.
Oh, man, that was the funniest fight I've ever seen in my life.
I think they did win. No, that was the...
That's Colorado.
They won 5-1 against Washington, and he had 4 RBIs in that game, so he was the star player. I think he's their best player in Colorado, isn't he? I don't know.
No.
Oh, now, this one is the name. Let me give you the whole name.
It must be
Khabib. Nurmagomedov.
You can't even say it.
Nurmagomedov.
He had a terrible... He had a terrible name. That sounds like plaque in your mouth. That sounds like a disease, like a gum disease.
Nurmagomedov.
You got a gum disease. What's your name, gum disease? Anyway, he had a bad game, man. He wake up in the morning and get mad, man. What the heck?
Now, the reason why I use this guy's name...
That's terrible.
This is the guy.
He ain't giving me no stats this week.
Nurmagomedov, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
You didn't even say his name right.
This is the guy that's going after Conor McGregor. He has Conor McGregor's belt. He is 26-0, and he just beat Al LaQuinta in UFC 223 in a 5-round unanimous decision. They say he pummeled him to death.
You know, this is probably why I don't watch the UFC because of the name.
26-0. He's undefeated lightweight champion.
Khabib.
He's the one who matter of fact, that fight gave him the vacant belt that was vacated by Conor McGregor.
Khabib.
And right before that is all that beef happened between his crew and Conor McGregor's crew.
Oh, Khabib was involved?
He wasn't involved. He was on the bus, I think.
Then why Khabib didn't get out there and fight Conor when he was out there throwing dollies?
You know what? He had more money to make because
Somebody was scared.
else. He was fighting somebody
I
else.
smell chicken.
You know, so that is the name game right there, and you was I think you was what, 3?
You got me 3 wrong, but you didn't give me no stats. You usually give me stats so I can argue my case.
No, I don't give you stats. I give you the name, and that's it.
Cheating.
I give you. You always say I'm cheating.
Okay, look. From now on, we can't use.
That's a good
I
one.
did
That's
3.
good.
I got 3 wrong.
Oh,
Anyway,
right.
from now on, we can't use soccer, WNBA.
No, you can't. You can't ban a sport.
I'm banning them, man, because the names.
You can't ban
I don't
a
watch
sport.
them.
That's the beauty of it. That's my pleasure. That's my pleasure.
Just wrong. You wrong like 2 right shoes.
Like Big Worm said, it's principalities.
Taking the man down.
Principalities of it.
Giving it to the man.
Now, speaking of, we talk about NFL draft, and everything. Odell Beckham Jr.
Oh, my boy Ray Ray.
They're saying, man, I didn't forgot.
Oh, yeah.
I got it. Okay. Hold up. I got it. Steve McNeil, if you're watching, call in 602-354-8823. We were talking earlier. A friend of the show from Colorado.
Odell Beckham was on the market.
Hey,
nobody offered.
Real quick.
L.A.
So
Rams, I was told the Rams betted him.
If you are
Didn't
ever
love what
the
they
last one in
hear.
here,
Yeah.
well,
If you could sit down
Roy, so
for
don't worry about it.
10
Just make
minutes
sure everything's fine.
with Odell
You're the
Beckham,
last person.
what would you tell him?
Where there's no God, there's chaos. Odell has removed God from his life. This is a kid that grew up under the covenant of who God really is. He's doing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Him.
He started to make. So we started to make those phone calls. We started to have conversation. And then I started to see he started to distance himself a little more.
You're a creep, that's why.
And the moment, just listen to me, Colin. I don't care about religion. I'm talking about foundation. And your foundation is the same.
I didn't hear that part the first time.
When everything you're doing is the opposite of what's got you to this place,
yes,
then you're making your own bed hard.
In Baton Rouge, it was football.
It's simple. It's simple.
His life is less football today.
It's less football. Guess why?
Because he doesn't want to
I tell
play.
people this all the time. I just spoke at this church a couple days ago. You show me your crowd, I will show you your future.
Yeah.
Man, Justin Timberlake ain't never played no football. I love Justin, but Justin ain't getting out there on that ground like that.
Yeah.
These guys he hanging out with, they're in studios all night. They don't have to get up. They don't have a time. They don't have no discipline when it comes to athleticism.
Didn't he just say he didn't care about religion?
Well, he does make, like, other than if you take out that point, he does make good points, though.
The sad part about it all is he's really telling the truth.
Yeah, like, he's telling, like,
No,
he's being real. Like,
But
he's getting kind
Ray, go away. Just stop putting mics in your face all around, man. And if you want to be a Bible thumper, go to church, man, and stay there. You can talk about it all day. You got a captive audience for people who want to hear
Now, let me flip the other coin of that.
you. Uh-oh.
No. Remember you always talk about millennials. He's 25 years old.
Who?
Odell
Odell
Beckham
Beckham.
Jr. He's 25
Well, yeah, he
years
lose.
old.
They have an attention span about the size of a pea.
So, on what it is, let's say, okay, he was on the phone with Ray Lewis, and he, his parents probably big Christians, and Odell Beckham's parents.
Odell want to go out there and do the dab.
But he's out
In
there,
trash
25 years old with millions of dollars, and he's around celebrities everywhere he goes.
Well, and also there's the kind of thing is like Ray Lewis probably knew he needed to hear it. He probably has a relationship with Odell Beckham. He's close with Chris Carter, who's Odell Beckham's mentor. if they're communicating and they're talking about Odell,
and Chris needs to shut up too, because he talked about Josh Rosen too. I'm about tired of that too.
But
Chris, you was doing the alcohol. You couldn't put down the cup, man.
Well, it's not. Well, they've done the thing. They've been pro athletes. They've made mistakes. Like both Chris Carter and Ray Lewis aren't saints.
So why are you bashing another?
Well, we're not bashing them because they're giving them wisdom here.
Lord.
Yeah, because they know this is something that this kid needs to know.
Wait a minute. Here, my only issue is with this whole situation.
And sometimes they do it in a public center. There's a sense and purpose. He wasn't just it just didn't come to him on speak for yourself. There was a purpose and driven purpose to why he did that.
Well, let's go back to the Josh Rosen situation, right? You have his ex-coach saying what he said. Now, his draft stock may be lowered.
Well, that's not his.
No, that is because you keep saying everyone's listening, right? And you want to project something through the screen or whatever. Josh Rosen, he even tweeted right after it happened. Why?
Well, yeah, because he gets comedy. He's a smart kid with a different perspective. Because he was satirizing social media and people's reactions to Jim Moore's comments.
Yes, but why would you say that in the first place when you know
he's telling the truth?
Yeah,
that's
what happens when you put a microphone in front of me.
But
I tell you the truth.
Right, but let me finish my point.
I don't care how you feel.
But you know what I'm saying? You saying this? Everything is sensationalized, right?
Yeah.
This Josh Rosen stuff is sensationalized. And this Odell Beckham Jr. and Ray Lewis is sensationalized. So why would you put that out there when you know it's going to be talked about 50 million times within a week?
Because his audience is Odell Beckham. He's talking directly to Odell Beckham, and he wants him to know.
And Moore was talking directly to Josh Rosen.
Yeah.
And Moore was talking exactly.
Don't go on Colin Cowherd.
That's my point.
Because you're only going to push the millennial and Odell Beckham away from you now.
But see, that's my...
Because you sound like the sleazy old guy in the room
that's my
trying
point.
to pick up the 19-year-old chick.
But see, what I'm saying is that's my point. Josh Rosen and Odell Beckham Jr. is kind of in the same
situation. Also, when you stay in public, it does speak a little louder.
But listen to me. I'm just saying, they're in the same situation where they're younger and they're getting talked at by the older generation, and then all of a sudden, Odell Beckham Jr. goes straight to listen. Okay. He goes straight to the voluntary program. Everything gets shut down. All these rumors get shut down. He's getting traded, and then where is he? The very next day, at the UCLA facility, getting videotaped catching balls.
Well, there's two different.
You know what I mean?
They're both relatable, but there is two. Well, they're relatable, but there's two different contexts. Like Ray Lewis is talking about Odell Beckham hanging with the wrong crowd of people that are going to get him away from football. They're clubbing at 2 a.m. and where he needs to put in work. There's Josh Rosen's kind of thing is where he's focused on more like social change. He's kind of an intellectual that he might not be able to put in the work.
Another thing. That's a great point. But one more thing that a lot of people are saying the reason why he did say what he said, Mora, was the fact that Josh Rosen is of Jewish faith. And Cleveland, he was trying to push him to. He said he would like from the beat and either the Jets.
Are you
or
trying
the
to go
Giants.
Stephen A. Smith's take on me?
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, all I've heard is he was of Jewish faith, and it makes sense. But for him to push that on, TV or
there's
on
a lot
the
of
radio,
Jews. There's like a lot of Jews in Cleveland too, though.
Yeah, well,
like Jewish.
Well, what I'm saying is,
Cleveland like the sixth biggest Jewish community in
Y'all
America.
better watch out, man. You're gonna get called anti-Semitic.
What I'm saying is just like.
Oh, I ain't saying that.
But just like what Kenny said, Mora could have spoke to that on the phone to his family. He said they're very close, family knit. Both,
Josh Rowan is Jim Moore's neighbor. Like they're
they're neighbors.
Yeah, exactly. So why would you say that on air?
In L.A.
You don't have to. You shouldn't say that. You shouldn't have to say that on air.
In L.A., heroes don't fly through the sky and stars. They live behind bars. Did you know that?
Say that again?
In L.A., heroes don't fly through the sky and stars. They live behind bars.
Kenny's trying to get deep on us now.
Wow. Right.
That's IQ, baby.
But only reason I say these both stories kind of intersect is the fact that you have an older generation talking at a younger generation, and really the younger generation is not trying to listen. They're trying to do what they want to do. Right?
I don't know. I think Josh listens to Jim Mora.
I think he does too.
And I think that's kind of like a wake-up call too. That's why I thought Jim Mora is kind of like, this is, hey, Jim Mora loves Josh Rosen. There's they have like a father and son type relationship.
Saved his job for 2 seasons. Anyway, let's get to the Meek Mill thing. 5 things, man.
We got 10 minutes left, and
this week it's only gonna be one thing. We're gonna talk about Meek Mill, rapper. I don't listen to his music, and we're gonna talk about Robert Kraft going to visit him and what Robert Kraft had to say about the young man. So, Dwayne, I'm gonna let you lead 5 things this week because you're more up to speed about the Meek Mill. Hold on,
well,
I gotta cheat. I'm gonna look it up on the phone. Hold on,
Meek Mill, basically, I mean, if a lot of people do know about this story,
Robert Kraft going to visit Meek Mill.
He was probation violation. He was on probation for a while, you know, and a few things happened to him. You know, a couple years ago, he was caught joyriding in a motorcycle in New York City. He had a dirty UA. You know, he was fighting in a club and all this stuff. When his probation hearing came up, he got put back in jail. And a lot of people think, okay, you messed up, you go back in jail, right? Of course. But come to find out is that the judge, behind closed doors or whatever, knows a rap promoter or a rap, label owner in the Philadelphia area who wants Meek Mill on his label. So she's trying to do whatever she can to push him over there. Which you would think is illegal, right?
Right.
But this is a judge. She can do whatever she wants. So she puts him in to the max, 2 to 4 years, right? Fast forward to, these past 6 months, there's been rallies. There's been a lot of things. This hashtag Free Meek is like the biggest thing in America right now as far as the hip-hop community is concerned. And when it ties into the sports world is the fact that Robert Kraft, of all people, goes with another prominent person to see Meek Mill this past week. Okay, and they spoke about, things of everything. He comes out and Robert Kraft says he's an intelligent man, and, what happened to him was very unjust and it was straight wrong. Someone of his prominence, a billionaire, to go see him. And then another tie-in to that is the fact that Meek Mill's boss, Rick Ross, who is the owner of Maybach Music Group, is kind of, he's a huge fan of the Patriots. He's been, around, Robert Kraft and everything. So, kind of ties into a lot of people, celebrities and prominent figures have spoke to Meek Mill this past 6 to 8 months that he's been in prison. And it goes to a bigger thing of, mass incarceration and unjust incarceration. So go ahead.
All right, look. I'll put it to you like this. What they doing to the boy is almost as stupid as the guy getting life in prison for stealing a slice of pizza. He went to jail this last time for doing wheelies on a motorcycle in New York.
Yeah, it was a
but
thing,
they didn't see him. He was on video.
Exactly.
Millennials, stay off that phone. Don't let people videotape you. Get that film, man. Anyway, especially when you're on probation. That's stupid. Anyway, let's talk about the drug possession. Let's talk about, just after he gets out of jail, he gets convicted of, what was this? Possession of a firearm.
Yeah.
When if you're a felon, you ain't allowed to have a firearm. Then let's talk about all the other probation violations.
Yeah.
He gets arrested twice. Earlier that year, he got arrested, and you can't throw that out. So I can see why the judge is like, I'm tired of you. You are a menace to society. I'm gonna put you away for a little while so you can sit down and think about it.
But see, the only thing
I'm playing devil's advocate.
No, I know, but the only thing
it's wrong, you guys.
The only thing that messes up the whole situation is when it came out that she was working with a promoter.
Now that's where I take exception with it.
And was trying to get him to do a song for her, and there's a
who
bunch
are
of
you?
really dirty, kind of underhanded things that happen with it, and it's like, wow, why would you even, do all that? Because you're just a judge. And it goes to a bigger point, what I was talking to you about the other day, is the fact that the midterms is coming up. And everybody locally, if you don't vote, this stuff is still going to happen.
Right.
The judges, whoever's up for election,
you gotta get them out there.
if he's in there for they say 2 to 4 years, that means she's not up for election. You know what I'm saying? So she's trying to, put her high heel down, her stiletto down on his neck.
Well,
But
you
if
know what? I
anyone
think
around
she
the
already is
country-
out. I think she's out already.
I'm not sure, but
you
I
know
know.
what I mean? If I was hearing the story right, I think she's already out, and she was able to put down that last judgment on him right before the new guy took over.
And the thing is, the district attorney and the prosecutors and the governor are saying they would like him to be out, but
Right.
the judge, whoever is in charge now, is like, no, it's going to stand. But I've seen today that he has a hearing on Monday. He may be released Monday. I'm not sure if that's fully
For the new guy.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's fully accurate. That was on social media. A few different hip hop sites was
All you
saying
had
that.
to do, Meek Mill, is do that song. You could have said her name in the song. Yo, Judge, what's up, man?
What it was, she wanted him to remake a Bobby Brown song.
I'd have been, don't be cruel, cause I would never be that cruel to you.
Wow.
You know, I'd have been out there with it.
Talking about some don't be cruel, she was cruel.
With the MC Hammer baggy jeans. What was the thing called? Diaper jeans, diaper pants. Diaper pants, diaper. It was a
Hammer
diaper.
pants.
Hammer time. I'd been out there. With the entourage.
Well, before we go, we got a few minutes left. But what I was
Jay-Z
trying
was
to say,
singing back up.
what I was going to say was, the midterm election is coming up, and if you don't have a voice, you shouldn't complain.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because this is going on across the country. This is not just one story. There's thousands of stories like this with a judge that has a way, and I'm not going to say...
We'll say a vendetta.
Yeah, a vendetta or whatever against this person or just against, that whole area. And if you don't get that judge out, vote him out or her out, then you don't have a say. And with that being said, I will say thank you guys for watching the show, for tuning in. Mark My Words Sports Show. We'll be back next week.
Yeah.
And thanks for Facebook Live.
Facebooker.
My phone may turn off. So.
Hey, tune us in on YouTube too, you guys. We on the YouTube page, Mark My Words Sports Show. Check us out. Yeah.
Thank y'all. The phone's gonna die. Just gotta get that video. Alright, cool.
So what you think about the Meek Mill?
What?
You even listen to Meek Mill?
Not really. I'm more of J. Cole.
J. Cole. My son likes
Kendrick Lamar.
He's a weirdo.
Niggas trying to take what's yours.
I like
Take a
Kendrick.
stand back
Kendrick's
and
my
take
favorite
one
rapper.
first. Back him up,
This
bro.
is from
Take
Cali.
one verse.
Yeah.
With white chalk, I make him paint your curve.
Only album I really liked from him was the first one with that the one Dr. Dre did.
Really? I play Money Trees all the time on my phone.
Yeah, that album.
Yeah, his latest one's fire.
Coming on. Austin.
What?
Thanks for coming on. No worries, my friend.
I'm only gonna be here for a couple more weeks, so I go back to LA.
Probably for good.
I'll probably be back. I graduate April 26th when you guys do your thing.
Just say that, yeah.
Real, that fucking drag.
Yeah, you did say that.
Come out and have a party after you graduate. Oh, you ain't gonna have time to college visit in the morning?
What?
Thank y'all. Need y'all to subscribe. All right. Mark My Words Sports Show. We'll be back next week. Peace. Keep it 1 million.